We would need a 4 mm hook, some cotton yarn, and a metallic ring to attach it to. So let's start by making a slip knot. Take the yarn in your left hand, wrap the tail around 2 fingers, cross it so that you get 2 lines behind your fingers. Insert your hook side facing down under the first loop, grab the second loop. Hook side facing down, grab the second, turn your finger, pull up the hook, release the yarn, and tighten the knot. The knot is too big, the loop is too big, so we need to tighten it. Uh, Hold the knot and pull the yarn which is attached to the yarn ball. Tighten it, but not too tight that the hook cannot move. Have it just enough to hold the hook. Wrap the yarn around your left hand if you're right-hander, over the pointer, under the middle finger, and so on. Use 3 fingers of your left hand and your thumb to hold the knot. The tension on your pointer is where the crochet stitches will be made. So make sure that the yarn goes over the middle of your pointer on your left hand. Hold your hook in the right hand, swivel, and bring it through the loop that you just made. That is one chain. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab the yarn, pull it through. So this is your foundation chain which you will be making to make a circle. So here I've made around 6 to 7 chains, and as I'm working I move my left hand closer to the hook so it's easier for me to grab the yarn and pull through the loop. You can also steady the hook with the help of the pointer. And now I'm going to join the last chain and the first chain, the one closest to the knot. Insert the hook into the first chain. Make the loops come close to each other. Your knot is on the left side. Grab the yarn and pull through both. This will help you to make the circle. Now we are not going to go into the chain. We are only going to go into the circle. The circle should be just big enough for your finger to go through it. Now we are making a stitch called double crochet. The height of the stitch required is 3 chain. So we are going to crochet 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. I need a gap between each stitch, so I create that by having an extra chain. Grab the yarn, hold it with your pointer, and now I'm going to insert this hook into the ring. Front to back. Grab, pull it through, and move your left hand closer to where your stitches are. Yarn over, pull through 2. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, a chain 1 space, and now another double crochet. Grab the yarn, put it through the ring, pull up a loop. Don't leave the loop there, pull it right outside. Now grab the yarn. You have 3 loops. Grab the yarn, pull it through 2 loops. Grab the yarn again and pull it through 2. One more chain and repeat the process. 1, 2, 3 double crochets have been done. Insert, pull up a loop, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, chain 1. So we need 12 such double crochets. Now what I've noticed is when we are working on the stitch, when we pull the yarn to make a tall loop, we find that the loop doesn't come out for a beginner. That is because you're holding it too tight on your pointer. The yarn should not be held too tight, nor should it be held too loose, just enough to be able to grab the yarn with your hook. So here I am zooming along to make 12 double crochets. Each double crochet is separated by one single chain. So I'm not making the stitches into the chain that we made in the first round, but just one. So here you have 11, sorry, 12 double crochets, I think. Now I have to join the last double crochet with the first one. But the first one we did chain 3. So we go into the third chain. Insert the hook into the third chain, grab the yarn and through the loop on the hook. So this closes the ring for us. The first circle ring is closed. So here we have 12 double crochets and 12 chain 1 space. Now I do chain 1. I go into the space, grab the yarn. I have 2 loops completed. This is your single crochet. Now I put chain 3 between each stitch. Go into the next page, insert the hook, grab the yarn, 2 loops, grab the yarn, finish it. Chain 3, insert the hook into the space, grab the yarn, complete the stitch. So this is what we are going to do in this round. In every space, we are going to do a single crochet separated by chain 3. So insert the hook, no yarn around the hook, just insert the hook. You have 2 loops, grab the yarn and complete the stitch. And between every stitch, we are going to have chain 3. So here also again, we are going to have 12 single crochet and 12 chain 3 spaces. We want our piece to lay flat. We don't want it to rise up like a tube. Therefore, in the first round, we did chain 1 between the stitch. In the next round, we have put chain 3. So this helps the circle to lay flat instead of rising up like a tube, instead of forming a cup-like structure. So continue with this. Single crochet in every space and chain 3 between the stitches. So that is my last space. Insert, finish the stitch. Now I have to do chain 3 and join it. I'm just counting to make sure that I have the same number of stitches which I'm supposed to have, and if I don't, then I can go back and correct it. So now chain 3 and join to the first single crochet. You can see the first single crochet over there. Take 2 loops, insert the hook, grab the yarn through that and through the loop on the hook. So this is called a slip stitch join. Now I need my hook in the chain space. So I go into the chain space and complete a single crochet there. I'm going to repeat the same steps which I did in this round for the next round also. Now here if you notice that single crochet if I do there, it gives you a slanted stitch. So I slip stitch, then chain 1 to increase the height of this round, single crochet again in this space. Now chain 3, go into the next chain space, front to back and complete the stitch. 1, 2, 3. Go into the next space, grab the yarn, complete single crochet. Again 1, 2, 3. Go into the next, grab the yarn, complete the stitch. So every chain space is going to have one single crochet and every stitch is going to be separated by chain 3. Continue this all the way around. Single crochet is formed by inserting the hook, grabbing the yarn. You have 2 loops, grab the yarn again and complete the stitch. Chain is just whatever is the first foundation chain that you learned. You just grab the yarn and pull through the loop on the hook. So I'm almost at the end. I have only one chain space left. That is my beginning and that's my last chain space. So chain 3, single crochet in the last space, chain 3 and join to the first stitch. So go through both the loops, grab the yarn, bring it through that stitch and the loop on the hook. Now that is your slip stitch join. Again, I'm making, if I want one more round, go into the next gap, slip stitch one more time and do a single crochet. Now for this purpose, I find that the circle is just enough to fit into my circle. I don't want it the exact diameter of the ring because I need the stitches to be pulled taut against the ring. So I'm going to join my crochet piece to the metal ring. So I remove the single crochet which I made. Now I'm going to insert into the space, hold the ring behind, grab the yarn and pull it through both. So I have now encased the ring inside my chain space. So here I did one single crochet in the space and I'm doing 3 single crochet in the ring alone. Okay, this is another way to do it. The way we did in class was slightly different. So this is, here I'm joining the ring only in the gaps, but I'm having extra stitches on the ring. So I'm doing 3 single crochet on the ring, which makes my hook come to the next space, and I'm attaching every space to the ring. Okay, so join it with a single crochet. Now 3 single crochet only around the ring. So if you notice here, only my chain loop is connected into the ring. In between each chain space, I'm putting 3 single crochet on the ring. This is one of the ways you can join. 1, 2, and 3. So when I finish making 3, I insert the hook into the next chain space, hold the ring also behind, put it through the ring as well, and join both the ring and the work, your crochet work, at the chain 3 space. Now between each chain 3 space, I'm doing 3 single crochet, but all of them are made only on the ring. Now when we did the workshop in class, we said we will do 3 single crochets in every space and all 3 were attached to the ring. Now that is also another way of joining. So here I have come towards the end of the circle. Now I push the stitches so that it fills the circle, the metal ring. Now I have the last chain space left. So 3 single crochet around the ring. 1, 2 have been done. Third one. Now go through the last chain space and the ring and attach it. Again, last gap, 3 single crochet on the ring alone, the metal ring alone. Now this has made me come to the very first stitch. So here I join to the first stitch. Insert through both loops. That is the first stitch. Go into the 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull it through both. So this gives you the ring. Now I want to have the hanger. The hanger is just chain which I will make for the length that I want. So if I want a tall hanging chain, then double the length of the chain that you want, because the chain is going to be folded back on itself. So you make the length of the chain double the height of the hanging thread that you want. Now fold it on itself, and same place where you did the slip stitch, do one more slip stitch. And that's it. There's your hanging ring. You're finished attaching your dream catcher to the ring. I pull off by leaving a long loop. Now I have to cut the yarn. So take your scissors and snip off, leaving a 6-inch piece of thread. Pull the loose end through that loop that you have. Just pull it through like you're doing a chain, and that makes a knot. Now we have the tail that we had at the starting, and we have a tail now as we finished. So we have to weave in these ends. And for weaving this, I use a tapestry needle, which has a big eye and a blunt tip. The needle tip is blunt. So I'm going to take this yarn and go on the wrong side of my crochet and go through the stitches part alone. I'm not going to go where my chain 3 space is or where there is gap. And make sure that I drag the yarn, weave the yarn tail through the stitches, in between the stitches. And I make the tail come close to where my beginning of the yarn tail is. This method helps us to secure the yarn tail and make sure that it doesn't come undone when we are washing or when we have to dust it. It doesn't accidentally come undone. So just overhand knot. Don't pull the knot too tight that it puckers. Just pull it tight enough that it makes a firm knot. Now we can snip it close to where we have made the knot. Be careful. And that's it. There we have it, a dream catcher, which we have made in simple stitches, using simple stitches. We can embellish this by adding beads, feathers. Here I'm adding tassel. I just wrap the contrast color thread depending on how much length of tassel I want. Then I hold the yarn facing the wrong side and pull the loop. So when I make this, it creates a tassel on the right side. You can trim to the length that you require. I'm taking one strand here, and just to ensure that the tassel knot which I pulled through remains intact. So I'm making a square macrame knot. This is called a macrame knot. So over the bunch, under, and pull it up. One more on the other side. This is just to make sure that the tassel doesn't come undone. You can trim the tassel so that all the threads are even. And there you have it, a dream catcher which you have crocheted in this workshop using cotton yarn, 4 mm hook, and a metal ring. You can also use a brush and brush out the yarn to make the tassel more fluffy. Thank you so much for attending the workshop. I hope you enjoyed making your dream catchers, and I have started you on this magical journey of crochet.